Hello and welcome to the upload for Friday the 29th of June. Today we have some really exciting news, including 2 court cases. How thrilling. So much spit just then. First up, Overwatch has teamed up with G-Force. No, not G Fuel. That's an energy drink. Though after this, anything's possible. That's right, Overwatch has a new hero in the form of Hammond. The genetically modified hamster has crafted himself a big old mech called the Wrecking Ball. And the ball features quad cannons, a grappling hook that helps you swing across the map, a temporary shield which gains strength when you're in close proximity with enemies, the pile driver which forces you into the ground and forces enemies away from the ground. But the most logically adorable one is, of course, the ability to roll up into a ball and do zoomies across the map. Hammond is available to play in Overwatch's PTR server right now with an official release date soon to come, but speaking of heroes arriving, there's a hero leaving from EA. Amy Hennig is off away. Off away? Hennig, who helmed the brilliant sprawling stories of the Uncharted series, was also set to creatively direct Visceral's Star Wars project Ragtag. In an interview with Eurogamer, Hennig revealed that she had left the project, stating, "The studio is working on something pretty different. Once you go more open world, it's such a different game to the one we were making." This comes after EA's chief design officer said that the game would pivot to evoke a broader experience. So basically, Amy Hennig wanted a deep, lavish, rich Star Wars story, and EA wanted a wallet whomper. So look forward to a really thin story, like lots of dumb side quests, a lot of microtransactions, and Will being super sad. But Will's super glad that Telltale is shaking things up very soon. After 10 years of decision dramas, Telltale will be transitioning to a new game engine. After the final season of The Walking Dead, the company will be making the switch to Unity for their Stranger Things titles and further releases. No idea how that will visually impact their kind of really unique style, but only time will tell. But for now, let me put on my legal hat. It is the closest hat I could find to a legal hat. It's got a cut out. Oh, it's really tight. There's 2 court cases. First up, and the Australian Senate is moving in on their motion to investigate loot boxes as a form of gambling. The motion has been passed and the Environment and Communication Reference Committee will report back in September. 2 things. 1, that's a really dumb name for a committee. And 2, September? They've got all that time? That's enough time to use their Season 5 Fortnite Battle Passes. Second case. PUBG Corp have dropped their lawsuit against Epic Games, originally claiming that Fortnite was a carbon copy of their game. There's been no comment from the PUBG Corp on why the case has been dropped, but 2 things. 1, PUBG Corp is a dumb name for a company, it's not the same joke. 2, maybe they realized that they're using the engine for PUBG that the creators of Fortnite also used, and that by suing them, they're kind of shooting themselves in a foot that they don't have because it's not their foot. Their foot that they're using to stand on was created by the guys that made Fortnite. It was a long convoluted way to say maybe they're shooting themselves in the foot if they sue the other company. But moving on, did you shoot yourself in the foot in Big W? Because if you didn't buy a physical copy of Fortnite, maybe you did. God, that was a long one. For that, I'm drinking out of this sponsored cup. Copies of the game, now played by 125 million people, is fetching up to $999 online. That's from one person hoping for a little bit too much. Generally, they're priced around $400. Without shipping! It may seem insane, but people are actually buying these copies, ranging from $150 to, yes, $400. Without shipping! If you're confused, it's probably because you realize the game's 2 most popular modes are free. But if you're not confused, you probably realize if someone is a fan of something, they'll buy anything related to it.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
And speaking of stupid, Drake is releasing a new album. I'm kidding. I haven't met him, so I don't know for sure that he's stupid. The musical performer Drake released an image of his upcoming album's track list. And what's the track on B-side number 13? March 14th. Could this be a song about Fortnite? Tinfoil hats at the ready. This one doesn't actually need much digging. It's literally the date that he played Fortnite with Ninja. It's right there. So, it can be assumed that the event will either be referenced in the track or even entirely devoted to the online royale. Also, the song above might be about Final Fantasy, and that's pretty cool. Moving on though, and there's an awesome looking Switch variation coming. That's it. No, there is a story as well, but the Switch looks sexy. Nintendo announced the Labo Creator Contest, in which fans must craft their own unique Labo designs. There's 3 categories: Most Original Creation, Best Customization, and the Children's category. Why can't I be 12 years old? I totally win. The prize for the first 3 place winners is the sexy new cardboard Switch. Yeah, you can't buy it. Yeah, stupid sexy Switch. But moving on, and the Halo series is finally happening. Yay. After flopping out some Master Chiefs in Ready Player One, Spielberg's finally ready to helm his Showtime TV series. The series will span 10 episodes and begins production early next year. Halo devs 343 Industries described the series as an epic new story experience set in the Halo universe, which really lifts my expectations to having some. But staying on the film element of entertainment, it's trailer watch. This week we got a much more intense look at old mate Shane Black's reinvention of the Predator in The Predator.
Come and get us, motherfucker.
It certainly looks faster and more intense. Black has done no wrong just yet, so I'm tepidly keen for September 14th. More interesting though is what appears to be a trailer for a sequel to Goosebumps, now with more Kate Blanchett.
How was your trip?
Have a look around. You're perfectly safe.
That's safe?
As long as it's fed.
It's actually a film called The House with a Clock in Its Walls, clearly based on a children's book, as that's the only place where that title would seem even remotely intriguing. The movie centers around an orphan boy sent to live with his uncle and a witch named Mrs. Zimmerman, who both live in a house with a clock in its walls. The clock in the walls of the house has the power to end the world. The film drops September 21st. I mean, I should probably just say the film bombs on September 21st, but we'll see. Something else we can see is the upvote. More Fortnite, I know. But Aussie streamer Loserfruit banded together her Fortnite fans to form a massive Fortnite Pyramid, which measures 16 buildings high upon completion. Taking 11,480 materials to craft, it sadly didn't take long for the not-so-subtle structure to be noticed.
You, sir. You have materials.
Yeah, of course. Well, we got it done, so the photo should look good.
It should also be noted that Loserfruit doesn't know the difference between the US and the UK flag.
Are you a big fan of America? Are you really patriotic of America? Are you American?
Did you just think that was an American flag?
I'm wondering.
English!
Oh my
English.
God.
Sorry.
I just need to bring that up as often as possible. But that is all the gaming news I have today and this week, I guess, because it's Friday. Or it could be literally any other day. But if you want more of this, subscribe and hit that like button for more stuff. And jump on over and give our Facebook and Instagram pages their respective followables too. Also, we have a Patreon. There's now 11 beautiful humans that have dropped by and now dropped into our super secret Discord, which is just $2 to join. But as always, it is your money, so look after yourselves first. But till the next one, I'm going to keep leaning back and forth. Bye-bye. Oh no, it's got 10% remaining. Well, with that 10%, you could also watch a video here and over here, and also subscribe if you would like. This hat is so tight on my skull. Like, you'd think a head could fit in that. No, not this head. Not this head. Oh, it's a weekend. It means I walk away.